Chosen one, pause for a moment. Before you move on, before you scroll again, before the noise of the world pulls your attention somewhere else, take a deep breath and listen carefully, because something about this moment is not ordinary. Out of countless voices speaking across the internet, out of endless messages, distractions, and noise, somehow your eyes landed here, and something inside you said, "Stay." That quiet inner nudge was not random. Chosen one, there are moments when heaven gently interrupts our routine. Moments when the ordinary rhythm of life pauses because something important needs to reach your spirit. And this might be one of those moments. You see, lately you may have noticed something strange happening in your life. The noise around you has started fading. Conversations that once felt exciting now feel exhausting. Places that once energized you now feel empty. Even people who were once very close seem to be slowly drifting into distance. At first, it might have confused you. You may have wondered why life suddenly feels quieter, slower, different. But chosen one, the silence around you is not emptiness. It is preparation. Because whenever God prepares someone for a new season, He often begins by clearing the noise. Distractions fade, unnecessary voices disappear, old environments lose their grip, and suddenly, life becomes quieter than it used to be. Many people misunderstand this season. They think the silence means they have been forgotten. They think the quiet means nothing is happening. But that is not the truth. Chosen one, silence is often the place where miracles begin forming. Think about it. A seed grows in silence beneath the soil. A sunrise prepares quietly behind the horizon before it lights the sky. And the most powerful transformations in life usually happen where nobody can see them yet. Right now, something unseen is taking shape in your life. Something meaningful. Something that will eventually explain why certain doors closed, why certain people left, why certain paths suddenly changed direction. But before that miracle becomes visible, there is a season of quiet preparation. And that is the season you may be standing in right now. Chosen one, God has been observing your journey. Every moment when you chose faith instead of giving up. Every moment when you remained kind, even after being misunderstood. Every moment when you carried strength, even while your heart felt tired. None of those moments went unnoticed. They were shaping you. They were preparing your spirit for something greater than what you have experienced before. Because the truth is this: you were never meant to live an ordinary life. There is something unique about your spirit, something that sees the world differently, something that feels deeper, notices more, understands things that others sometimes overlook. And that sensitivity is not weakness, it is awareness. Chosen ones often carry a deep awareness of life. They sense shifts before others do. They recognize spiritual changes before they become obvious. And sometimes, that awareness can feel lonely. Because not everyone understands what you feel. Not everyone sees what you see, but that does not mean you are alone. In fact, that awareness is often a sign that your spirit is connected to something greater. Chosen one, right now, heaven is quietly arranging things around you. Paths are aligning, new opportunities are slowly forming, and even though you cannot yet see the full picture, the process has already begun. But here is something important. Whenever a new blessing is preparing to enter your life, the old chapter must first come to a close. That is why certain relationships have changed. That is why certain environments no longer feel comfortable. That is why your heart sometimes desires peace more than excitement. You are not losing things, you are outgrowing them, and growth always creates change. Sometimes that change feels uncomfortable. Sometimes it feels uncertain. But chosen one, the purpose of growth is never to harm you. It is to prepare you. And the preparation happening in your life right now is leading somewhere meaningful. A new level of clarity is coming. A new sense of direction is forming. and a new chapter is slowly approaching your life. But before that chapter fully begins, there is something heaven wants you to understand. You do not need to force the miracle. You do not need to chase every opportunity. You do not need to prove your worth to the world. The door that is meant for you will open at the right time, because what God prepares for you cannot be taken by someone else. Your path is not a competition. Your journey is not a race. It is a process. And the process unfolding in your life right now is guiding you towards something that will eventually make sense. Chosen one, one day you will look back at this quiet season and realize it was not emptiness. It was alignment. It was protection. It was preparation. The silence was clearing space for something greater. The distance was removing distractions. The waiting was strengthening your spirit. And the moment you are living through right now is part of a much bigger story. A story that is still unfolding. So if you have been feeling quiet lately, do not panic. If your life feels slower than before, do not lose hope. If you sometimes feel like you are standing in the middle of an unknown path, do not assume you are lost, because sometimes the path becomes clear only after we have the courage to keep walking. Chosen one, something meaningful is coming. Not tomorrow, not instantly, but soon enough that your patience will make sense. Soon enough that your faith will feel rewarded. Soon enough that the silence you experienced will reveal its purpose. And when that moment arrives, you will realize that heaven was guiding you all along. So keep your spirit calm, keep your faith steady, and keep listening to the quiet voice within you that says your story is not finished yet. Because chosen one, the silence around you is not empty. It is the place where your next miracle is quietly preparing to appear. Yes, you, the one who almost kept scrolling. Something unusual just happened. Out of thousands of videos, voices, and distractions racing through your screen, your attention stopped here, not by accident, not by random chance. Something inside you felt a quiet nudge that said, "Wait. Listen." That feeling matters more than you think, because there are rare moments in life when heaven interrupts the ordinary rhythm of our day. Moments when a message appears exactly at the right second, not to entertain you, not to fill your time, but to awaken something inside your spirit. And chosen one, this might be one of those moments. God is interrupting your day for a reason. You may have started this day like any other. Maybe your mind was busy, maybe your heart felt heavy, maybe you were simply passing time, unaware that something deeper was about to reach you. But now you are here. And the truth is, sometimes the smallest pause can become the turning point of a person's life. Because when God begins to move in someone's journey, He often sends quiet signals before the bigger changes appear. Signals that many people ignore, signals that many people scroll past. But the chosen ones stop and listen. Lately, you may have been feeling something unusual in your spirit, a strange awareness, a sense that something around your life is shifting. Certain conversations feel different, certain people feel distant, certain situations no longer hold the same power over your heart. At times you might even feel like you are standing in the middle of a transformation you cannot fully explain. Chosen one, that feeling is not confusion, it is awakening. Amen.